Oh, hola, Hilltopians. I'm excited, but I'm very nervous. I have a lot of anxiety about doing what I'm about ready to do. But I'm excited because this person is a person in my neighborhood who knows a lot about gardening in a way that I don't know very much about. And I know that every time I talk to her, I learn something. And she's graciously said that I could stop by and do a little interview and a little exploration of her yard. And so, with that, I'm going to go knock on the door. And hopefully, we'll have an interview next. All right, Joe. I'm really excited. Uh, She has a dog, and I know that the dog seems nice, but I am a little bit nervous about that. I'm going to walk up, and hopefully she's home. She looks like the cars are in the driveway, and she said to stop by, so we'll see if we can.
Is it good to just be accosting her with a camera? Maybe I should.
Hello. I'm with Barbara Coates. She has graciously let us come into her garden. And the thing about Barbara that I've always noticed from the beginning is that you put the land to full production.
Pretty
And,
much so.
and yeah, yeah. And so I just, my first question to you would be, um, how did you get into gardening? Were you uh, raised on a farm or just
Absolutely not. Army bases.
army bases?
Yes, but my parents were gardeners.
Oh, okay.
But I never participated.
Really? Oh my gosh. There's hope for my daughter yet.
Yeah. Never ever interested until I started having kids.
Yeah? Really?
Yes.
Well, what about that made you kind of get into
Um,
it?
Life? I don't know. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
I planted a pea and it did absolutely nothing.
Really? To die, just kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, and I kill houseplants. I'm very good at that.
Yeah, we do too. We kill many plants,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well,
So
basically, a lot of your work here is food oriented, but I see that there's sort of a mixture of a lot of
I've
things going on.
been mixing it up more in the last couple of years, just because of I found the birds are attracted to the flowers, and then they don't eat my grapes and blueberries and figs,
Really?
things like that, and then pollination, uh, flowers everywhere, flowers mixed in.
Now, I've heard you say something, a few things about permaculture. Is that kind of what you're kind of? Is that kind of would this be an example of permaculture, or
Uh,
a mix of permaculture versus?
very not. I've never taken their design course.
Yeah,
I just watch videos and
sure,
do
absolutely.
things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I think a lot of us do, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to get you on
yeah,
film, because it seems to me that you have a lot of knowledge that you've gained, especially if you start the way you started out.
right.
Uh, what was the next step? I mean, because obviously from that step,
Getting the farm,
getting the farm. So you got a farm after that.
right.
Was that
Well, not. Oh, long story.
long story? That's a good story.
Hired as a care, not hired. We took care of a farm for a guy.
Yeah,
So, and all of a sudden it just blossomed.
really.
Yeah, I grew an acre of peppers, having never grown anything.
Wow. Well, that would be definitely give you some real lessons,
Right.
wouldn't it?
So all of a sudden it just kind of took root, and I said, "That's it. I got a farm."
Yeah, really. And so,
Hmm.
where was your first farm then?
Kentucky.
Kentucky. Okay.
Well, we were in North Carolina, and we started reading the very early Mother News. You know, that was
Oh
just
yeah.
hand typed and stapled together and passed out.
Right.
Hmm.
Yeah.
We were in Hendersonville, the home of the Mother News, and so one of their ads was caretaker wanted for a farm.
Wow. So
Yeah.
that's a way to get started. I mean, my goodness.
Yeah.
Now tell me kind of some things that you're doing here. I see you got.
This year I'm doing more intensive, if you can see. The urban gardening movement is just taking off,
Yeah.
and they're finding out that you can grow things real close together. I mean, there's parsley and lettuce and chicory, and purslane started up. That's a volunteer. I've got carrots in here, beets and beet greens.
Now
Yeah.
you've been mounding up. I've noticed over the past
Yes,
few years, and
and that's probably coming to an end because I can't do a truckload of dirt anymore.
okay.
But yeah, mounding, it's just a gardening technique, and then I wanted to raise it up to get higher. so I'm not bending down as low.
Right, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, absolutely. That's, as a person who suffers from a bad back, that's definitely a benefit.
Yes. And this summer, I asked a friend to write a book called Gimpy Gardening.
Okay.
So she had broken her ankle and figured out for a few years I was thinking about it, but I can put the beans and the cucumbers up on the hoops.
Right, yeah.
And the welded wire works easy.
Excellent.
Doesn't hurt the garden. I can get in and get things.
I see you're also using cardboard for weed suppression and
No.
kind of mulching.
I wanted to see if I could keep water in.
Oh, yeah.
And so I'm watering less, and it works.
Uh-oh.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm sorry.
Phone issues all
I
around.
shouldn't have brought it out.
Well, you can't.
I had it in my hand.
You can't believe the phone issues we went through earlier today, actually. Well, do you mind? I guess before, I don't want, like I said, I don't want to take too much of your time. Do you mind just like maybe giving us a quick tour?
Well, I was going to say before the phone rang, I had this idea that I could just keep learning the cardboard and the hay, and it would retain water and it would wick it up into the bed, and it works.
It works.
Double darn, it works.
Well, that's a great suggestion then.
I mean, cardboard's free and very
Abundant.
plentiful. Yes, abundant, and then
And recyclable.
and then if I get old hay, $3 to $4 a bale.
Yeah. And that's adding nutrients to the soil too, isn't it? It breaks down.
Oh my word, yes, the tilt.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really gives it in. And there's comfrey there,
I see that. Yeah.
which
That's one
I
thing
have
don't
just learned that it's very important for the silica, which helps your plants grow.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. That's something new I didn't know.
I started putting it in my water that I use for seedlings and stuff, and I'm getting almost complete germination with healthier plants.
Wow.
And it's this, I keep reading on it, and it's the silica.
That's some great advice there
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
You know, one thing I love, I'm just noticing things around the garden that I love that like every corner there is probably something being productive here.
Yes.
So I see,
Tell me what that is.
what is this?
I don't know. It's a weed, I'm sure.
But could it be a beneficial weed? I mean,
I have no idea.
do you look at weeds as beneficial in your
Oh,
gardening?
definitely.
Yeah.
If I can't eat them or the chickens eat them, they're mulch.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah.
Plus, some do some things to the soil that definitely help prepare.
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Get,
Yeah. No.
well, let me get out of your way. I'd love to see you show off your garden because I know you know it better than anybody.
Figs. And everybody in the area has a great second crop, and we're just hoping for a month more of hot weather.
What kind of fig is this?
This is a Violetta.
Okay.
It's bountiful. It's
Bountiful.
wonderful. Yes.
Our fig tree lost a few branches this year. Just decided they caved off. So.
We didn't really. No, the figs were good, but I had pruned them.
Okay.
I pruned them down.
Yeah, we pruned ours too, but it looks like the fruit was just too heavy for it or something.
But we prop up.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And ours is a little bit older than yours, so I don't know if the branches are not as flexible
this
anymore.
is about 13 to 14 years
Oh,
old.
really? Okay, so you
Yeah.
do prune it quite a bit then.
I do. I have videos. I mean, YouTube videos.
Yeah,
You can prune figs down to the ground, and they come back.
Really?
Isn't that
We
fascinating?
might have to do that. Oh,
So,
I'm jealous because blueberries. I love
yes,
blueberries.
but we've lost them and we're replacing them. I don't know how old they are
Right.
and why mine. You know, people keep telling me, "Oh, but the park over there, they're very old." I don't know what's making them go.
Huh, interesting.
It's going to take more research and
So it's always
questioning
learning. You're
anybody
always
who
learning.
comes into the garden. Do you know why I'm losing my?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
because you're mounding. Maybe the mounding up might have something to do with the surface roots or something
Yeah,
like that. You
I'm
think?
not. I'm not sure. I was thinking of maybe taking off the hay and just putting peat moss on it.
Yeah.
And
I don't know.
Maybe I'm keeping them, but I thought blueberries love moisture, so
Yeah.
I've got to figure that out.
Yeah,
Like
I-
I've said to you, it's one big science experiment.
Right. Exactly. And like I'm not a plant expert at all, so I'm learning all the time.
Yeah. Here I've got corn.
Yeah.
Various stages. This is already tasseling. And then there's two more coming on, and then another one here.
How much land do you say do you have here?
It's just a double lot, and I have no idea.
Yeah, you got a lot on this amount of space.
This is a late corn, and it probably won't do anything. It was just for fun.
Right.
But I'll get mulch out of it.
Do you how much of your food budget do you say this takes for the year?
It just depends.
Do you do a lot?
I save a lot because I feed a lot of the stuff to the chickens.
Yeah, absolutely.
A good percentage of my yard goes to the chickens.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It makes the eggs better.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
So this is sweet potato and a few other things that have cropped up. That's a volunteer squash. There's a volunteer potato, volunteer mint, volunteer borage.
Borage, yes. That is very prolific stuff.
Oh, borage is just wonderful. Most places I just let it grow, and you can see it's all over the corn there. But
We've been letting it kind of migrate through our yard in different places. It's now finally in the sort of the backyard.
yeah,
But it's gone from the front all the way there.
yeah.
And you kind of have to weed it out of places, but it's so important.
Oh yeah.
And everything looks so wonderful here. I mean, are you watering every day, or is that?
14 years of mulching after 2 years of getting it prepared?
Yeah. Oh, I bet. Yeah.
I'm hardly watering, you know.
Really?
That's the nice thing. Yeah, just sporadically, and only for new transplants right now.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm trying to get in a winter garden so that I have greens all winter.
Yeah.
So a lot of chard. There's 6 plants of chard on each end.
Love the chard.
Yeah.
That's one of those plants that I just love.
And that's kind of a semi-permaculture technique.
Okay.
The keyhole garden.
The what kind of garden?
Keyhole.
Oh, keyhole garden.
Keyhole.
Oh,
You
keyhole.
can walk in. Yeah, keyhole.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, you can walk in and
Sure.
And it, I mean, what's the
So
use
you're
of
getting that
walking
much more
through?
space.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the chard fits there, and then I've been putting flowers in with the chard and another volunteer mint. So
The mint itself is beautiful. I mean, I just love the way
it is.
we have a lot of ornamentals, and I want to get better at growing more vegetables amongst those ornamentals. And this is like a gorgeous.
It's a Brussels sprout.
Yeah, it's just
And
great color.
Who knows? The last few years, some of the neighbors and I have been beset with aphids.
Yeah, us too on our kale and so forth. But
Yeah.
you know what? I kind of let it just go.
The chickens love them.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
So
And plus, you get to see a lot of the sort of their predators kind of come in and kind of
it's
check.
pretty, and that's another reason for the flowers and stuff. I'm trying
Absolutely.
to. I know alyssum and nasturtium are really good to keep. Look at them. Keep aphids away, but I'm trying for more of that. And this is a potato crop, another experiment.
Okay.
I had early potatoes, and I thought, well, why not try to plant a later crop? And I doubt if it's going to do anything. But again, mulch and
Absolutely.
microbes and everything else in there.
So-
That's another thing I learned on the videos, is you don't take out the whole plant, you just cut it down. You want those microbes to stay in the roots,
Absolutely, yeah.
and then you can plant around them. Or
That's-
they regrow, some of them regrow.
That's a good point. That is a
So-
good point, actually. I should
Yeah.
think about that.
And those
Yep.
are new broccoli and stuff that I just put in. And I've been planting chard and spinach and everything in with the broccoli. I just saw that on one of the intensive gardening videos.
Well,
So-
you know, this is so wonderful. I have to say, and I don't want to take too much of your time. I have one pressing question, though.
Yes.
This is a very important question that is, I'll be looking forward to your answer on this. I walk by your garden every day because I teach down the street, and I see some delicious berries kind of creeping through your fence.
Right.
Do you let people just kind of help themselves? Do you feel?
Yes, I love it when they ask if they can, but
Yeah.
what am I going to do?
Yeah. Get off my berries.
No. And then it's a way of meeting people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And I love it when the kids find out that there's berries there.
Oh
And
yeah.
that's how berries are growing.
Oh, that's so important to some of our neighborhood kids who,
Right.
you know.
Right. Oh,
even-
and the kids that have discovered the chickens just go crazy.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I bet they do.
Yeah. So no, it's for everybody. Why not?
Do you find yourself giving some vegetables and some surplus away?
Oh, yeah.
sometimes?
Yeah.
Is there a good place that you like to do that at, or
Oh
Right.
no, just individuals
just individuals?
that I know, and you know,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
That's part of gardening
come
too.
by
isn't it?
and-
Yeah, yeah.
right.
Well, you're definitely inspirational, Barb,
Well, thank you.
and
Appreciate that.
I thank you for letting me show this off, because this is something that before the whole notion of urban gardening became popular, you were already doing it. and
Oh,
it
yeah.
was inspiring.
Just watched another video about that today, and you know it's extending. It's called Food Hubs.
Yeah.
There are people, the urban gardeners are getting together with the chefs. They're uniting and on the computer and making it easier for the farmers to get together with the chefs.
Absolutely.
The urban farmers. Isn't that wonderful?
There's a lot to be optimistic about when you see a lot kind of
Oh.
that sort of activity taking off in the city
Yes.
and around the country,
Right.
around
Yeah.
the world, hopefully.
It's wonderful.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Hilltopians.
you.
And thank you. And I hope to see you again. Maybe we will see you again sometime. Who knows? Maybe next spring we'll check in or something like that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you again, Barb. Have a great day.
You too.
Oh,
You're pretty good at that.
If I?
Yeah.
That's